Good afternoon, everyone. It is Eileen Claassen presenting again. Today we are going to look at how to write a summary. All right. The first thing that is important with a summary is you need the main ideas. That is why it is called a summary. You have a text, a longer text that you must make shorter by only taking out the most important ideas or the main ideas. All right. Now, how do we approach a summary? First of all, you must read your instructions very carefully because you need to know what you are expected to look for. Number your point and write each one in a new line. Remember, for first additional language, it is a point form summary. So first of all, you read your instructions, you highlight your main words to make sure that you know what is expected of you. And then you write down each point in a new line, skip lines in between so that your summary also looks neat. Be very careful to write down only the points that are relevant to the question. For example, you've got a text about drug abuse, and the question said, list 7 effects of alcohol on a person's body. Then you're only going to look at those different points. Don't include examples, quotations, adjectives, and adverbs. So you only take the basics when you write your summary. Also make sure you stick to the word count because it says 70 or 80 words and you must stick to that word count. Count your words and write it down at the end. Make sure you stick to it and also then indicate it at the end of your summary. All right, there are a few steps. Now I've given you a global idea of what you are going to do, but now step by step. First of all, we're going to look at how do you analyze your question. Remember I said read your instructions. First of all, read the instructions and you highlight your keywords, your most important words. Also highlight task and question words. For example, summarize, how, what, when. Those are question and task words. For example, there it gives you, summarize the text into a short article giving parents important information about what? Dangers of poor eating habits in children. So what are you going to look at? You're going to write an article, you're going to write it to parents, and you're going to give them the 7 dangers, because remember there must be 7 points. 7 or the dangers of poor eating habits in children. Your summary, 70 words long. Accurate word count is important. You must write in complete sentences. You cannot write in telegram style. There must be a subject and a verb and an object if necessary. Also use your own words as far as possible. But what does it mean when we say own words? It just means that what you have in the passage, you must not write it over exactly word for word, comma for comma, as in the passage. If you change the word order a little bit, if you take out a word or two and it still makes sense, or you add a word or two, that is your own words. It's not verbatim quoting any longer. So please remember that. Do not try to change the whole sentence because you can make mistakes. Take what is there, change it a little bit so that the meaning stays the same, then it's not a quote any longer. Step 2. Now you must read the passage. And it is here that we deal with skimming and scanning. Those 2 words, you'll hear a lot about them as you progress at school. Skim the text. Quickly look at the text, the passage, to find out what it is about, what the whole passage is about. Then you read it again. And now you start scanning for the information needed by the question. So skim it quickly, look what it is about. Your second reading, now you read. And as you read, you have in your mind, remember the dangers of poor eating habits. And you start underlining or highlighting possible facts number them. The next step is now you have to write a rough draft. As you scan the text, make a list of the important points according to the requirements of the question. So you can either highlight a number or for a rough draft, just write down the basic ideas. Important once again, own words. But remember what we said, own words just simply means that it's not exactly the same word for word as in the passage. Before writing your final version, you must make sure the word count is correct, that you don't use too many words, because what will happen is the teacher is going to count. And when the teacher comes to the 70 words, they just finish that line and the rest is ignored. So please make sure, take out unnecessary information, quotations, numbers, adjectives, adverbs, descriptive words, take them out. Right, also make sure that you have included all the necessary points and it's one fact per line. So in other words, number 1 is one fact, number 2 is another fact. If you have 2 facts in one line at one number, only the first one is marked, whether it's correct or not. So please, rather number from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 or 9, still within the word count to make sure that you do not exceed, that you don't go over the word count. So when we mark until we have 7 or the 7 facts that are required. So please make sure that you do not exceed or go over the word count, but that you include 7 relevant facts, 1 fact per line or per number. If you have too many words, that's what I just said, what can you do? You can replace a phrase with one word. You can exclude descriptive words, in other words, leave them out, and you can use compound words like drought-stricken. In other words, those 2 words with a hyphen in between, the compound word counts as one word. So those are ways that you can shorten your word count if you see that you are exceeding your word count. All right. Step 4, writing the final draft. So once your summary is the correct length, then you rewrite it neatly. Also remember, please, to include the word count at the end between brackets. If you do that, then you are sure that you will have a good summary. All right, just to quickly recap, remember when you get your passage, first of all, look at your instructions, make sure you understand what is expected of you. Then you highlight question words, you highlight task words, you highlight keywords. Right. Also make sure you know the length of your summary. You do next, you go to the passage, quickly go through your passage to see what it's about. And then you go back in your second reading. And now as you read, you can indicate or highlight or write down certain facts that you are going to need. When everything there is done, then you make sure that what you have written down in your rough draft is 70 words. If it's more than 70, go back, take out unnecessary information, adjectives and adverbs, all of that. And then only when you see everything is good, everything is fine, then you go back, you write your final draft. And please make sure you number your facts from 1 to 7, 1 fact per number. Remember, too many facts, 2 facts in with 1 number, only the first one is going to be marked. So I hope you understand exactly what a summary is all about, and that you will be able to really ace your summaries when you do it for tests and examinations. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will speak to you again soon. Also remember, Focus, learn hard, work hard, and you will make a success. Thank you very much. Bye bye.